Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Karleen. I'm your host, and this is a video on a message that you need to hear right now. It's the beginning of the week. It's a Monday that I'm posting this, but it's a timeless message. It's meant for you. It is a pick a card, so you can choose your number from 1, 2, or 3, and let's dive in. Take a deep breath in. Choose your number. And let's see what message comes up for you. Those of you that chose number 1, let's first start off with fairy oracle cards and see which fairy is guiding you through whatever's happening for you, whatever's going on for you. And let's see what your message here is. So the first card that fell out is the Bright Mother. The Bright Mother represents actually the divine feminine, represents a very feminine aspect, but we also see the crescent moon, the full moon. We see lots of things going on in here. So, I hear Tiger, Tiger Burning Bright, and this Rudyard Kipling poem keeps running through my head. Was it Rudyard Kipling who wrote that? Yes, I think it was. So one of those. And it really feels as if there's this brightness that is coming in for you. There is this brightness that is there for you, and I feel like this brightness can cause problems for you or issues for you. You may be someone that is really good looking, even though you may not realize it for yourself. You may have that within you. You may be holding yourself back from looking the best that you could look because there's this fake humbleness or fake humility that you're walking with. But some of you really shine. Either you shine at what you do, or you're perfect at your work, or you're just a really good person, and it rubs others the wrong way. For some reason, they feel they can't live up to you, or they feel they need to pull you down. They feel like, oh, who does she think she is? Or I do feel I'm speaking to a feminine energy here. So there's something going on here with people attacking you for how good you are or how good you look. And or how good you show up and represent, how good you do your work. And it does feel as if you're holding yourself back because you're almost afraid to shine too bright, because we've all heard the cliches, like if you ride really high, then it's a long fall to the bottom and so on and so forth. So you're kind of talking that into yourself and kind of keeping yourself very, very small, smaller than you need to keep yourself. Absolutely. Let's see what's coming up and what the cards are saying. So what's the issue for you? What's going on? What's the message that you need to hear right now? Those of you that chose pile number 1. The overall energy that you seem to be working around in is the Five of Coins. The Five of Coins is showing up as well as the King of Coins. So there may be some issues around money and finances. This may also be at your place of work that you're not feeling seen, recognized, or valued. It could also mean that there's someone at work that you're really seeking validation, recognition from. This may be a supervisor, a superior, or someone who's higher up. This may be someone who is in a space of seniority. It also feels as if there's a major income gap that you may not be aware of or know about between you and how much the others make or others earn. But it feels like there's some kind of energy that is looking down on you. This could be your own energy looking down on yourself. So this is, but you see through that energy to the outside. So it feels like the outside is doing it, even though you're doing it to yourself. So this is an opportunity to find value yourself, love yourself, find value and love within yourself. There is someone who's eyeing you, and they may be jealous of your capability of making money, and they don't realize that you ain't got none. So there's someone who's eyeing you for that. This is a King of Coins type of energy. Someone may also feel as if you owe them money, as if there's a debt here that needs to be repaid, or someone sees right through you and realizes that you don't value yourself, and they're wondering why, because they think you're amazing. So there's this beautiful energy here, but somehow your experience is not connecting with this energy. And what you're mostly running around in is this sense of lack, this sense of also abandonment, rejection. All these issues tie in with that, or the fear thereof. So what is it playing out in your life is you always feel like you need to go. Like you always have this feeling of, I need to get out of here. I need to leave this. It's almost like you want to jump out of your own skin, out of your own existence, out of your own being. And you're feeling like, I need to move on to the next level. I need to move over to this next town, village, life, boyfriend, girlfriend, a situation, friend. And over there, everything's better. And once you get used to realizing that where you are, everything is beautiful, that you yourself are beautiful, you are a shining, beautiful expression of life, you won't have this feeling anymore. But it really feels as if you're being pushed from behind almost to always make changes instead of sticking things through. So you're kind of in this state again, or you might be where you're feeling like, I got to get out of here. I got to leave. The best solution is for me to leave, is for me to go. Can I go? How will it work out for me if I leave? That kind of thing. So what you're not doing is you're not really investing. This is the Eight of Coins. This is hard work and putting in effort, putting in time, putting it, showing up, repeating things over and over and over again. Sometimes we need to do that to get across to people. Like they just don't get it on first try or first statement. And so we have to repeat things over and over and over again. And it feels like you're just fed up with that. You don't want to justify yourself, explain yourself. You live according to the adage of never complain, never explain, but sometimes that just doesn't cut it. And you have to explain, you have to complain, you have to make yourself heard. And that shows also an interest, an investment in the situation at hand. But you're the type of person that doesn't do that. You're like, you know what? It's not that deep for me. I'm not that invested. I'm just gonna roll on, do my own thing. You do you, and I'll go find where the grass is greener for me, and it's not here. And I don't want to water it because I can't see it getting green for me. I see it getting green for you if I put more investment into it. So there's this feeling as well. For some reason, also IT came up. So I feel like some of you may be working in IT or working with a tech company or working with a some kind of a startup company could be as well. You could be interested in a startup. You could be starting something up yourself. But there's something around this kind of direction. Could also be a technological or a technical company. So something that creates machines, for example, or stuff like that. But it does feel as if you're in a somewhat more masculine environment. And this is also why you're kind of hesitating and you're saying, like, you know, it's not that deep. I'll just move on. So your next step is moving on. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is showing how this energy is actually, it's already probably for some of you propelled you into action. So you've already either moved on, and as you're listening to this, you're reflecting on the past and, you know, and still integrating and working things through, or you've already taken the first steps. You've put out your resume, you've looked around, you're calling around, asking around, checking to see, or you're making plans. Now, you may also receive some kind of a message or information that is incredibly moving for you, that is coming in fast. There's a lot of information coming in for you fast for some reason. People are also telling you things. So it may be that there's some kind of gossip going on about you at work and you're hearing about it. They're telling it to you, or you're super intuitive and you're feeling it. You're feeling it. So it really feels as if yeah, there's something going on. Okay. Then what's coming up for you is justice. Okay, balancing of the scales here. And in the background, we see this Knight of Swords. So there's some kind of off with her head energy that I'm picking up here. And I'm not quite sure if this is you towards other people or other people towards you, but it's going to get cleared. You're going to prevail. It's like you're able to defend yourself. You're able to stand up for yourself and defend yourself, but you're going to feel, and it could be that you're feeling as if I have to do everything on my own. I'm so used to standing up and defending myself. I have to stand on my own. Okay. So something's not relenting, something's not letting up. What's the outcome here, please, God? The outcome is beautiful. Like you are going to be able to overcome the challenges as they show themselves, as they reveal themselves. And this is going to be a level up for you. And here you have the validation is the Empress card. This is literally the bright mother, right? It is the Empress card. And so you're getting this validation, you're getting this leveling up, you're getting this next level energy. You're going to be a manifester, you're going to be a manifesting. It's almost as if you, through adversity, you're learning all the spiritual lessons. Instead of like other people reading books and practicing, you're learning it on the go. Like you're thrown into the hot water and you got to learn how to swim. And so you're finding yourself in these situations where, yeah, you don't want to invest. You want to manifest your way out into something else, into a next level. And you actually do that. And through this pressure that is giving you the energy. You're taking the energy out of the tension that arises, out of the pressure that you find yourself under. And through that pressure that comes up and that arises, you're able to really make things happen, make things come about, manifest things that you wouldn't believe. And you learn, you literally learn. By the end of this, you'll be able to write your own book. So hang in there, believe in yourself. From my own card deck. I haven't used this in a while. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. But from my own card deck, if you guys like the images as I work with them through this video, the link to the deck is in the description box below. But yes, these are my own set here. So in any case, this this deck, what is coming up for you? What can you take with you, or what is the message that you need to hear? So two cards came up for you, number one, and you've got youth and the freshest morning. And these two cards are the freshest morning is kind of it's like this enjoyment energy. Is wow, relief, letting go, releasing things out of your life because you're starting fresh, you're starting new. And you're really looking forward to that. Youth is also a very fresh energy, but it's the energy of momentum, it's the energy of movement, the energy of change, and you putting yourself into your change. So, this energy that you would be putting into getting along with everybody at your place of work, proving yourself, all of that, you're taking that, and instead of choosing to invest in that, you're taking it and creating a whole new space for yourself, creating a pathway out, creating a forward movement. Okay. So it really it feels really good. The outcome is fresh, and it feels like something from your past can finally be closed off completely and totally, and with no going back either way. Like they're not going to continue, you're not going to continue, and it just feels like a beautiful movement forward. Yeah. So this is fantastic. Okay. This is really, really, really fantastic. Youth and freshest morning. It's really this is also very artistic or creative. So I want to say that you number ones, you may be artists, you may be creatives, you may be musicians or dancers or something like that. There's a very artistic bent to it. But I really feel that you were working in an environment that wasn't conducive to that. Either they didn't understand you, didn't get the creativity part, didn't get that you needed days off to recoup, to do your other work or whatever, like I'm rambling right now, but it really feels like that. It feels like you're in this environment that isn't conducive to who you truly are at the core. And you've had to pretzel yourself to make this work, but you're reaching a point here where it's not going to work for you anymore. Like you just can't, you cannot. And you're envisioning a completely different life path for yourself, a completely different way forward. But you're definitely going to be more artistic. There's a lot of creativity that is coming up for you here. Your ancestors are on your side. They're proud of you. They're wanting to push you into having more faith in yourself, more faith in life herself, more belief, and really getting into what you're interested in, what makes you passionate, what makes you come alive, and really making that happen instead of wasting time and energy somewhere else. So it really feels like this is a good step forward for you. It may be, like I said, a little bit turbulent until you get everything sorted, but the direction that you're going in, trust your heart, trust your gut, trust your insights, your intuitions, and take that step forward. It's going to work out really well for you. Okay. So that's what's coming up for you. Number one, that's your message. Get her done. Yep, yep. Number two, what's coming up for number twos, please? Let's see which fairy card is yours. Which fairy situation is here for you? Fairies for number two, please. Fairies for the collective that chooses number two. For the collective that chooses number two. We've got the Piper. Oy, okay. The Piper is interesting. The Piper is really it's a very seductive, seducing kind of energy. So some of you may be seducing right now or being seduced. I it feels like you're head over heels for someone who you're not quite sure about. But this person just makes you come alive. And but you're not quite sure, is this, can I trust this person? Is this person trustworthy? Some of you are also seduced into other things such as belief systems, cults. You're swept away by every new fad, and you really have to get your feet on the ground and really think things through before you let yourself be swept away. Okay. Let's see what's coming up with the it also feels as if music is a thing for you. So singing, you sing or listening to music, you may be one of those people that has a soundtrack for your life, like every song that you listen to unlocks memories. And but music is a thing. It also feels as if this is a very gentle time for you, and that through gentleness and tenderness you can achieve a lot, and you're wanting to show up in a more gentle and tender way as well. Mhm. Let's see. Let's see here. So what's coming up for number twos? What does number two need to know? Number two. The overall energy number two is, yeah. Okay. That's what I was feeling. The Nine of Swords is what's coming up along with the Magician. So you're overthinking. The Magician can also show up as the perfect partner, right? As the perfect person. And so you may be overthinking something around someone that you either just met or hasn't really committed or opened themselves up to you. You may be dealing with some commitment phobes here, or people that are uh, I feel also talking to multiple people, and you may be aware of this, and you're like, well, we're just in the talking phase. We're just in the talking stage, but you're hoping and daydreaming that they're going to choose you, or something's going to come of it. Something's going to develop that's special. Um, You've got the Six of Coins coming up. This is a karmic situation, and that's why you're picking this up so hard. This is a karmic situation. This is, some of you may have been manifesting the perfect partner or the right partner, and then this person showed up and they check all the boxes, but they're not committing. They're not saying yes definitively or no. And this is causing like a lot of headaches. It could also be that you guys argue over fundamentals. So it makes you feel like maybe this is not the right person. I'm just going to listen into this message and see if there are any hints or clues. But it is a karmic situation. This is a karmic partner that you're dealing with. A Page of Coins. Some of you may be dreaming of getting pregnant or are already. But also you want a concrete offer by this person and it's not coming. Like, let's get married, let's move in together, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever it is, you're hoping for some kind of concrete offer, and it's just not coming. This person is armored up. Yeah, King of Swords. This is someone who likes to crack jokes, witticisms. They're witty, they may be kind, they may be just, they may be fair, they may be very helpful as well and attentive. They're the ones that notice when you're cold and give you the jacket without you saying anything. Like, they're very attentive, but they're still not coming up with this offer, right? So don't fear, just throw yourself into your own life, number two. Throw yourself into your own life and be yourself. Just be 100% yourself. Don't fall into the trap of trying to conform or twist or turn yourself to make yourself into this perfect offering to this person. Do not do that. This person is going through issues, and this is why they've armored up. This is the personality armor, or the armor of protection around the self. They've got the shield and the sword going. So and the armor and the crown. So they're very, it's hard to get to them. So all you can do is show that you're strong being yourself, literally. That you're confident, that you get it, that they've been through pain and they've been through strife and they've been through struggle, but you're going to live your life and with a lot of love. What I love about this version of the tarot, this card, it's got a heart here. This is actually a piece of leather on the original that's stripped off, but it's stripped off in the face of in the shape of a heart. So there's a lot of love in this, a lot of love in how you show yourself and how you present yourself. And you need to continue doing that. Just be yourself, be expressive, be warm, be engaging, be fun, enjoy your time with or without them. Enjoy you. And here we have the Two of Wands. And it does feel as if there is a second person in the mix, number two. There is a second person, and this is another reason why they're not really committing or not really saying yes to you, because there is a second person that they may also be talking to or interested in. The Two of Wands is indicating a choice of sorts, like which pathway am I going to go down? Which pathway am I going to um, follow? So let's see what the message is for you. The message for number two, please. The message for number two. Yeah. Someone has to make a decision around you. Now, whether this is a relationship situation or otherwise, someone is thinking about you and wanting to, needing to make a decision about how it's going to continue with you. So you need to prep yourself to be happy with yourself, content with yourself. This is the Nine of Coins. Be happy, be self-content, be willing to pivot on a moment's notice. Just be willing to go a completely different direction, go the other way on a moment's notice. And you've got the Devil showing up here. So this does indicate material successes are yours and are coming your way. There are going to be some, when it comes to your career and your work and all of that, there are going to be some level ups. There are going to be some bonuses sprinkled. There's going to be some extra money or cash coming your way. So that's really nice. But when it comes to relationships, you're going to be learning about codependency, attachments, limerence, all these wonderful, nice things. You need to make a cut, okay? You need to make a cut with your dreams around this person that you've got going on. And when you cut that, you're cutting the cords, you're cutting the chains to disillusion, to untruth, to lies. Okay. All right. So let's see from my card deck. And if you like the deck and the images in there, the deck is in the description box below where you can purchase. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Let's see. Let's see your cards for those that chose number two. Those that chose number two. We've got open heart and pinky brain. Yeah. You've got to open your heart. Okay. And don't overthink things. Like pinky brain is constantly overthinking things. You can see this smaller brain. I've got a big brain too in the deck, but this is pinky. So it represents the ego thinking, the short-term thinking, the only thinking for me in the now and what I can get here and now. And it's very controlling and also manipulative, and it doesn't know any boundaries. Like it goes into everything to try to control everything. So don't do that. Open your heart. You've got to decide to open your heart. And when you open your heart, you're a lot more sensitive. Like you receive things, and it's not only that, but people feel differently. You spread a different energy and a different aura and a different vibe, and people just feel warm and just comfortable with you. So open your heart and don't do the pinky brain thing of overthinking things, overdwelling, overcalculating, trying to manipulate, trying to, well, if I say this, then he's going to have to say that. If I do this, then he's going to have to do that. Don't do that. Or if I show her this, then she'll be feeling that. Like, don't do that. Okay. Just be open-hearted and spray your love everywhere. And whoever comes to you, like the bees, is meant for you. And it's going to be beautiful. That will result in something beautiful. That will result in something beautiful being planted and growing and showing up in your life. Okay. So don't push it. Don't force number two. Allow things to unfold for you. Okay, those of you that chose number three, what's coming up for those of you that chose number three, please? Number three. Number three. What's coming up for number three? Number three, who's here with you? Number three. Oh, he of the fiery sword. Wow. Okay. So this is definitely an action card. This is also a protection card. It's the divine masculine unmanifest. So the literally the energy of masculinity. And it's also very Michaelian, so very clear, very analytical, very intentional. Yeah, we could say that. Intentional. Also willpower, and it's of dominance. Okay, so there's some kind of energy that you're bringing up or you're needing to bring up. Maybe you don't have it, you're desiring it. You're feeling like, I wish I could be more protected. I wish there was more protection for me. You may be feeling unprotected in the world out there, robbed of your willpower as well, and needing that energy to come in for you. So you may be tapping into that within yourself, or you need to. Okay. So let's see what's coming up here. Number three, what's coming up, please? The overall energy we've got is the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. And it feels as if you don't know how to communicate or what to say. You may be in some kind of a situation where you're unsure what your next words should be, what your next steps should be. You're unsure what you should do with the information that's being presented to you or given to you, or what somebody said, or what you've encountered. There's some kind of uncertainty here. There's uncertainty overall in your life, and you're not feeling it right now. You're just not. So here we have the Chariot again. And it's interesting that for you and number one, so there may be a message for you in the number one, but the Chariot is showing up in this position as what you're doing or tend to do is to flee. So there may be avoidant tendencies with you where you get out of the way, or you go out of the way, you avoid conflict, you avoid tricky situations, and you tend to stick to yourself. Like it feels like you're relying on yourself, sticking to yourself. You may not have a lot of friends or a huge friend circle, so you're having to depend on yourself to get yourself through. And so this is just another situation for you where you're like, okay, got to do it. I'm on my own. Here we have the Six of Swords, wanting to move, but not moving. We've got the Six of Cups, thinking back to childhood, so childhood issues. And we've got the Eight of Coins, work, hard work, and we've got the Queen of Swords as the advice card. So what this seems to be saying or showing up is you're a very decisive person. You're very, usually you know what you want, you know what you need. And it could be that you come across a little top heavy to other people, but inside of you, the way it's looking is constant stress, constant tension, anxiety, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. And of course, this roots in childhood. It roots in your lack of receiving what it is that would have made you strong, that would have made you feel strong or feel grounded, rooted, and certain. So this is an opportunity, whatever situation this is in for you, that you're experiencing these energies in, it's an opportunity for you to go back and rectify, to make things right, to have a different experience this time around. There's a lot of work coming up for you, a lot of work. There is a relationship, but it's a lot of work in this relationship. It's like you have to invest your heart, your soul, everything. And it may be that you're kind of judgmental of your partner or feeling judged by your partner, but they're definitely feeling judged by you, and they're feeling that you're hard to get to, that you're being avoidant, okay? That you're not, yeah, being straight up here. What else? It feels like you, number three, also have a grandmother that is looking over your shoulder. This grandmother may have been a hard worker herself, may have had her own business, or may have worked relatively independently. That's what I'm picking up. She's very clear on decisions, may have been cancer or something to do with cancer or something in the fifth house in your chart. But it does feel as if, or sixth house in your chart, sorry. No, wait. Yeah. Yeah, wherever cancer is in your chart. But it feels as if there may be some maternal issues as well. It could be that you were raised by a more masculine mom or a mom that was very decisive or had to be. So this leaves you feeling like, I don't want to be like this person, but I need to I need to stand up for myself. I need to assert myself, and I don't know how without showing up and chopping everybody's heads off. So there's a lot of personality work here and a lot of work to rectify your childhood, to live up to a different standard that you're holding now. Let's see what other cards are coming up for you. But it really feels like the message has to do with your willpower. Where do you direct it? Where do you shine the light? Where is the untruth in your experience and in your life? And are you not looking at it willingly, right? Are you not seeing the truth, willingly not seeing the truth? What's going on here? Why are you shining your lights? Why are you not shining your light 100%? So the card that comes up is Libra and gathering, okay? So balance and gathering. And this is beautiful. This may also have to do with social anxiety. So you may be someone who is socially anxious, but this is an opportunity for you to rectify that as well, to throw yourself into certain situations that are going to get the best out of you and not make you feel like you have to run and hide. So I feel like you're going to be out and about a lot more, connecting with people a lot more. You need to do that in order to get the balance into your life. Okay. Um, I keep going back to this fiery sword because this is everything. This card is everything. And it has to do everything with your willpower. This message, I feel, is really about your willpower, that you don't let it be hijacked by others, even when you're amongst them, and that you're able to be amongst other people without getting distracted or brought off. It feels as if you have a huge support system, support network that would be there for you. It also feels as if you have to consciously make the choice, yeah, to be on your side, to do things that are right for you, to use your willpower to your benefit, not to the benefit of others. Let me see here. Yeah. Okay. So that's what's coming up. It feels like there's something, like I said, from childhood that you're working out and working through in the situation that you find yourself in, whether it be relationship, job, or just a general life situation. It directly ties to your childhood and the lack that you experienced in childhood, that's showing up again in the way it's showing up. So maybe you have to dig a little deeper to find out what that lack was. And then you'll see the red thread and how it's showing up in your life right now. But it's time that you used your willpower to cut through the illusions of the past, to cut through the untruths that you've been telling yourself, to cut through all the crap, and to allow your truth to shine, the truth to shine. Okay. All right, that's it from 1, 2, and 3. That's your message right here, right now. This is what you needed to know. And so, number 3, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. And all of you, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more, it's over on Patreon. So, join my Patreon, or even better, sign up for a personal reading. And let's have a deep dive into your personal situation, your potential, your opportunities, and clarify some things that maybe you didn't even realize were working in your benefit and to your favor. Okay? So if you're interested in what the future holds for you, don't hesitate to connect with me. Take care. Bye.